a recap of Week 9, the coronavirus and what we plan on doing about it, and a look at what's coming up. All of that and more on this episode of On the River. Let's get started. Well, happy Saturday, everybody, and welcome to another episode of On the River Rats Poker Weekly Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin. If we're meeting for the first time, welcome. Subscribe to our channel so that way you stay informed when we put out new content. Like the video, and you know what? Connect with me in the comments and become part of our community. So let's see. We're going to recap what took place during Week 9 of our season here, season 23. Let's see, last week, what did we have? Well, we had two players going for the elusive three-peat. Apparently one of the hardest feats to attain in River Rats poker, and we'll find out if either of those two players made that. And it was also a qualifier week. So let's go ahead and let's dive into the action this past week. Kicking things off Sunday up at Route 28. We had 19 players, and there's your top three. Brian Wheaton took down that event, and unfortunately, Jody Pollock did not get her three-peat on Sunday night. Monday night, we had our Veer members. 16 players took to the online virtual felt. There's your top three, with Mr. Chad Lechner taking down that event. Tuesday night up at Soma's. Look at this, 15 players. There's your top three. 15 players. That's one of our slower nights there. Wow. All right, but Mr. Mike Rena came out on top, back from his knee replacement surgery. Congratulations there, Mike. Wednesday night up at Woodpeckers. There's your top three. And here he is, Mr. Richard Bentz, his first time being featured on the River. Congratulations, Rich. And then wrapping out our week, Thursday at Mike's, we had 16 players. Terry was in the top three. He was going for his three-peat, but Mr. Jimmy G took down that event, ending Terry's run. So, awesome week. Of course, it was a snowman qualifier week, so all top threes earned their spot in the upcoming specialty event. And here's a look at everybody that qualified this week. If you note the asterisks, those are players with multiple qualifiers just this week. And of course, all of those players, they are Veer members. So, we've been harping on that, obviously. And kind of, there's some benefits to being a Veer member. They got multiple qualifiers, which now qualifies them for bonus chips in the upcoming the Snowman Challenge, which is our tag team event every year. So congratulations to all of our winners and our qualifiers. Jody and Terry, there's no doubt in my mind that you guys will be going for that three-peat here again soon. So, all right. So that was that. Now we're going to go ahead, and just touch base on what's going on with the coronavirus and River Rats poker. To be honest with you guys, yes, it is very serious. Obviously, what's going on, it's been declared a pandemic. We just had schools canceled and, a bunch of other things. But River Rats Poker, my stance on it right now is we're going to continue business as usual. Until we are told by either the venues, the state, the city, the federal government that we cannot do it, that's when we will cease. Just to let you guys know, last week I started taking hand sanitizer to all the events. I am strongly encouraging everybody to use it. Every time you go to the bathroom, please wash your hands. This isn't about personal hygiene at this point. It's about spreading germs. we've all been taught since, we were able to walk, that you wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. Guys, please wash your hands. Let's take it. This isn't even about you or personal hygiene anymore. It's about being, considerate to those around you. So please, so as far as tournaments, like I said, tournaments are going to be continuing. If you're sick, stay home. I mean, if you think you're sick, stay home. If you feel well enough mentally and physically to come out, by all means, please come join us. We would appreciate that. The venues, as well as River Rats Poker, we're small businesses, and we kind of rely on that patronage, to stay afloat. Your big box stores, your Giant Eagles, your Walmarts, all of that. If they would have to close down for 2 to 4 weeks, they would survive. It's the little guys that still need all of your patronage. So, as the owner of River Rats Poker, I want to let you guys know all new decks have been implemented. The chips have been sanitized. Everything that I use, everything that Eli uses, we're taking our precautions that way. I'm asking you to wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. And I will have hand sanitizer available at all of our events. So, we're trying to do our part, what we can do to make it a friendly environment for you guys on that front. So again, and you're going to hear me repeat this, please, please, please wash your hands, utilize the hand sanitizer. It's all that we're asking. It's to keep everybody safe, according to, all the reports that are out there, which we are following, just so we can, make sure that we're staying on top of everything that we need to take care of. So, Steve Yonkins made a comment that, please inform people to wash their hands. I didn't go public with it at that point in time because I knew I was touching base on it in this episode. So there it is, folks. I can't say it enough. Wash your hands. Use the hand sanitizer. We're doing our part by sanitizing everything and putting new decks into play. So please, if you feel well enough, come out and join us. We'd love to have you. We still love being social. So, but if you're sick, stay home. If you come out and we think you're sick, we're going to ask you to leave. So that is what I have to say about that. So thank you for your time, your consideration, and your cooperation in this matter. All right. Last week, we didn't do a player question, but this week I do want to roll one out. The video quality on this one wasn't that great, so I threw up a graphic of the person in the question, but I love the question. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this week's question.
Hey, Kevin, Scott here. Pocket aces pre-flop. Lose with them 90% of the time. How do I plan to win?
Pocket aces pre-flop. You lose with them 90% of the time. How do you play them to win? All right. Well, pocket aces it's a monster hand, obviously, right? I remember when I first started playing poker, if you had pocket aces, I mean, you were almost guaranteed to win a pot. And a nice pot, but times have changed. Players have changed. Play has become so loose at the tables anymore. And it's not just our tables. It's anywhere you play and, especially online. But that has transitioned to actual live table play. What I'm going to tell you, and this is exactly how I play them, pocket aces are a hand that you raise with pre-flop, no matter what your position. You're going to raise 3 to 4 times. You only want the people in the hand that need to be in the hand. You don't want your 9-7s in there or somebody coming along with a king jack and things of that nature. Pre-flop, you have to be an aggressor because you are going to have those passive players, those loose players that are going to contemplate calling and coming along. So no matter what your position is at the table, I don't care if you're under the gun or the big blind, you 3 to 4 exit. That's what you have to do. You have to be the aggressor. Days of slow playing pocket aces, if you slow play pocket aces, you deserve to lose the hand, especially in today's poker world. So Scott, what you're going to do is you're going to 3 to 4 exit pre-flop. Now, your continuation bet on the flop is going to depend on what's on the board. Obviously, you're going to have top pair, but is there a straight possibility? Is there a flush possibility? That's what you need to look at, before you do the continuation. But I always suggest the continuation bet. But just be cautious looking at that. You definitely want to take it down, but if you slow play pocket aces just by limping pre-flop, you're 90% of the time, yes, you're going to lose. Be the aggressor, and you have to continue to be the aggressor throughout the hand. Again, but be cautious of what smacks on that board. So, Scott, great question. I hope that kind of answers it. It's kind of, strategy-wise, be the aggressor, 3 to 4x that, with the raise, and go from there. If you get re-raised, then obviously you still need to continue being the aggressor, right? At that point, what are you doing? You're probably going to go up against another pocket pair. But I play aces, kings, queens, all the same way. No matter what my position is at the table, I'm 3 to 4xing pre-flop. And then I'm looking at what hits on the board, and that's going to determine what I do from there. So, Scott, thank you. I enjoy the question, and it's actually going to lead to this week's bonus chip question. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming up next week. Week 10. All of our venues, guys, it's just a normal nightly event. You're going to earn your points for your venue and season championship, as well as your big spender and Rats Race Players Championship. As you guys know, because you're watching the video, we're on YouTube now, so subscribe to our channel so you stay informed. So it's a great way to help our community grow here, guys. The Get Lit training program. This week, I will be filming some footage at our venues so I can use them in the videos. This is just a little sneak teaser peek of what's coming up in some of the videos. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but everybody, in my opinion, will benefit from it, whether you're a newbie or you're a seasoned player. So, all right, bonus chips at all of our events. Arrive 30 minutes early, wear your logo gear, bring a new player, answer the bonus chip question, or be a Veer member, guys. Spend 10. All of our venues, guys, this is what it's about. They all have great food. They all have drinks. We ask that you support our venues that give you free social poker by spending 10 at the events. That's what ensures that your free poker still remains a night out. All right, and one other thing I want to touch on again. How about this, guys? All right, wash your hands while you're out at our events and use the hand sanitizer. So let's make it a safe night out for everybody and do our part, please. That is all that I'm asking there. So, like I said, this week I'll be videoing some coverage for those upcoming training videos. They're a lot of fun for me to make. I'm really looking forward to it. And, it's great that we're going to be a free-to-play league with our own training video series, which I like. And, being on YouTube, it'll probably go across the country because I do know a lot of bar poker league owners out there. And it's just great, for a nice refresher course or whatnot. You're going to learn something. Maybe you've been playing for 20 years. Well, you're going to look at this. There's going to be some basic strategy ideas that you can possibly implement back into your game that will improve a little bit. Again, remember, it's those small tweaks that create giant peaks, and that's what I'm looking to do with this series, just to up our game at our nightly events. So, all right. So we had Scott's question to me, how I would play pocket aces. Let's take a look at this week's question. So as always with our bonus chip question, guys, You're going to give me your answer in the comment to this post, and for that, I'm going to give you 500 in bonus chips that you can use at any one nightly event you play this week. So, Scott had the question. Let's take a look at these pocket aces. We've all had them. We've all won with them, and we've all lost with them. The frequency, well, that depends on how we play them, in my opinion. So, and this will be in the Get Lit training series as well. But my question to you this week, you're dealt pocket aces. How do you play them? Scott asked the question. I gave my answer. What's your answer? How do you play them? Are you the aggressor? Are you the slow player? What are you doing with it? We all want to know. So give me your answer to the comments, either in the YouTube post or on our Facebook page. Either way, we get it. And that's how we can give you your 500 bonus chip at one of our nightly events that you play this week. So it's a fun question. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you for spending your little bit of your Saturday evening with me. I really appreciate that. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Give us a comment. Connect with me in the comments. I'd love for you to become part of our community here. So, guys, until the next time, keep learning, and we're going to talk soon. Have a great night.